Hi guys, welcome back to another 5-Minute Friday with me, international multi-award winning portrait photographer Jessica McGovern. If you're new here, consider hitting the subscribe button. It'd be great to have you back. Today we're going to talk about something a little bit different, and I'm really hoping you stick with me because this is so important. Today I'm going to teach you how to shoot efficiently so that you get better images in camera every time. Not only better, but better focus as well, which is of course a win. Anyway, let's get started. So everything that you can see here set up is from Pixapro except for the backdrop and the backdrop system, which is from ClickProp's backdrops. It's amazing. I've also got my screen, which is just recording my screen so that you guys can see the settings and everything that's happening. All of the links to everything here will be in the description below. So the chances are that you guys are shooting in one of 3 different ways. We're going to focus on the third one today, but I want to go through 2 which are inefficient first. The first one, The first one is where you go ahead and you focus with your focus point wherever it was, and in this case it's in the center. You focus and you shoot, but then you just crop in afterwards. Okay, so that's method number 1. So you do your composition afterwards in editing. The other alternative that you see people do is that you focus and then you recompose and then you shoot. Okay, that is also a really common thing that I see. Now this is inefficient for a very, very, very simple reason, and with a human it's less obvious than it is with an animal. So why is it inefficient? Well, if I grab my focus and recompose and then the subject moves, then the focus plane is completely different and my image is out of focus. So then I have to go and start the whole process again to start over. Now what I want to try and train you guys to do is just flip it all on its head. What I want you to do is change the order of things to compose, focus and shoot. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to compose. So I'm going to move my focus point before I've even bothered the subject, before I've got the dog sat in a way, before I've brought the horse out to the woodland, right? Get my focus point ready so I have an idea of a composition in my head. Then I'm going to raise it up, focus and shoot. Now with this composition, it's a pretty boring picture, but if I focus and then the subject moves, all I need to do is repress my focus and shoot again. Therefore, I'm not only improving my composition in camera, right? Maximizing the pixels that I've got available. I'm also making sure that I'm ready to refocus as and when required, which is absolutely invaluable. When isn't this going to work? It's not going to work if you're using a Canon mirrorless camera. Any other Canon cameras are fine. Canon mirrorless camera, if you're using the IAF, you're not going to need to do this whole process, but it's still important that you compose in camera. For every other camera, probably past 2012, 2014, you've got enough focus points to make this work. You don't need to be doing the focus and recompose method or the focus and crop afterwards. So this is a really, really simple tip. So this works also for shooting portrait. Now I can't turn my screen around, so this is going to be a little bit different, but what I'm going to do is just kind of prepare my focus point down at the right hand side of my landscape screen, which is going to be pretty central when I flip my screen up, so that when I shoot portrait and Dan does a nice little pose for us, I'm pretty much ready to go. Nice, Dan. Go on, you're going for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, just this chair slided.
The slidey chair. And serious. Pensive, serious. Good, that was strong. And that hair light's doing a great job. So by moving your focus point before you even shoot, you're saving time, you're making it more efficient, and you're improving your hit rate in your shots. Really, really simple tip that hopefully you can implement today, tomorrow, whenever you're next shooting. But the question I want to know answered is, which focus method are you using? Are you A, doing focus, recompose, shoot? Are you doing B, focus and then just crop it afterwards to whatever it'll work best in? Or are you doing C, compose, focus, shoot, which is, in my personal opinion, the most efficient way? So I'd really love to know which one you guys are using. Was this useful for you? Have you tried this before? How did it go for you? Let's go ahead and have a chat in the comments, and I'll see you guys next week for another 5-Minute Friday. So, head chin down, chin down. Guys, strong.
Just doing it middle.
Okay, stop me. Oh,
No, we didn't get that in though. Did we? It was a good end last time.
oh, strong.
We need to just stop the sheet.
Yeah. Do we want to do it now?